everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and today I'm back with a video where I'm talking about products I'm glad I skipped. So this will not only include palettes but other stuff, and yes, the reason why I'm doing this is I wanted to film a will or buy video, but honestly the last time I filmed one is like months ago. I don't know anymore, like where's time, what is happening, and it's too much to cover. So I thought like we are briefly going over stuff I'm happy I skipped. Yeah, it's just that, you know, I make a short disclaimer. If you got any of this stuff and you think this is amazing, it's alright, you know, it's just makeup. Like, it's just makeup. Like, we can have different opinions. I'm glad for you if it works out. It's like, I'm also always happy if I find new good makeup. Anyways, I'm also happy that I can save my money. Love that for me, because honestly I have enough makeup and every time I'm skipping over a palette, and that's really hard for me. If I really like something, I'm really proud of myself, and we should talk about this too. Anyways guys, it has been a long time again. I didn't plan this, but yes, I'm back. I have a product empties filmed before, which I have edited now, and right now actually I could film another one because I'm using a product like crazy. It is really crazy and it makes me so happy. Anyone else, it makes me really proud. It's like I'm getting use out of my money and I'm like, yeah, good job Laura. Anyway, so that will be coming. There will be soon a will I buy, I guess, too, this week probably. And yes, before I'm talking too long, let's get started. So I want to talk about a palette which I feel like got like mixed reviews too on YouTube. I'm not sure. So some people say the quality is amazing, but they can't work with the color story. It's like a little bit weird. So this palette I'm talking about is the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette, and I was also going back and forth with this palette. So the reason for this is it's a big palette. It's very pricey. I think it's like 120 US dollars, a little bit more. I'm not really, 129 US dollars it is. It's crazy. And the thing with this palette is, for me, I was really drawn into it because it's different and I love the orange tones and the pink, but the color story is so messed up that I was like, I know that I will just use this a few times and I would have to use this palette in with another palette, you know, that because I can't figure out a color story with this palette. It's so messy, and I was really intrigued to buy a big Natasha Denona palette because I only have like the smaller ones. I have the Love palette, I have the Bronze palette, I have the Glam palette, and I love them all. Like, I'm really satisfied with my Natasha Denona purchases, but those are like 60 US dollars, 55, something like around that. 129 for a palette I'm not 100% sure I want it. I was like, you know what, skip it. And I know, as I said before, I would have used this palette a few times and then I put it back because it's not a color story I'm gravitating towards, especially when I'm like, you know, everyday life stuff, like going to uni, which I'm not going anymore because I wrote my last exams. But anyways, and or like the office or anything else, I don't think it's super usable. I'm also not a person who is going always with this really dark colors, because dark colors look very intense on me. I'm a very pale person. When I put on such a dark blue on me or a really dark green, I look very, very vampy, and it's not the look I'm usually going for. Maybe sometimes, but not on an everyday basis. So I have, and yes, I'm really glad I skipped this. This is 129 US dollars I saved, and I'm really happy for me and my wallet. I want to talk about this too. I don't know if I mentioned this ever on this channel, but anyway, Colourpop came out with a Bambi collection. Colourpop comes out with 5 million collections, but this one was so cute. This one was so cute. They came out with 3 palettes and then eyeliners and lip gloss and so a puff thing, but I just wanted the palettes. I don't know, I have a special connection with Bambi because, you know, I watched it with my mom when I was a kid, and I really love the Trumper palette, and I forgot what the squirrel is called, the flower palette and the Bambi palette. But in the end, I was looking at it and it's very cute, but this is like I have it all. I think the Trumper palette is cute because it's a cool tone palette, but now I have the Natasha Denona Clan palette, and I really want to get use out of this palette. There's really no need for this, right? It's cute, but I don't think like it will be a palette that I will use all the time. It's like the same as always. I will get it, use it a few times, and it will be in the drawer, even though it's very cute. I still look at the Trumper palette and I'm like, yeah, it's so cute. It's so cute. It has like this shimmery green and I'm like, But right now I skipped over it, and I haven't really also ordered a long time from Colourpop because I can't order anything from Colourpop because I can't keep up anymore. And yeah, so I can't keep up anymore. I feel like that's the thing. Really cute collection. I really liked it. It's very basic though. Glad that I skipped it because it's nothing I truly need in my collection anymore. Okay, this one was really hard too. It's also a Colourpop release, and I have to be very, very honest with you. I know Lizzie McGuire, and I know it, I watched it. I was not the biggest fan, but I love how this palette, how Colourpop designed the whole thing, and I love the color story of this palette. I'm so drawn into this. It is crazy. I love the greens, I love the purples, I love the orange. It looks so pretty. It's such a spring summery palette, and I wouldn't have bought this for Lizzie McGuire. I don't really care that much. I know a lot of people are huge fans, but I don't think it was like that of a hit in Europe, or maybe I was just off the mark because I was watching anime more than I was watching like real stuff. Anyways, I really love the palette. I couldn't care less about the other stuff. I know the lip glosses really sell out like crazy, but I just love the palette. But in the end, this palette is very, very similar. This palette is very similar to the Sailor Moon palette, and if I have to decide between Sailor Moon and Lizzie McGuire, I'm happy that I have Sailor Moon because, you know, it's an anime I love. So I passed over this one, even though I'm not sure if I ever I can't talk anymore. If I ever place a Colourpop order, I'm not really sure if this goes with me because I love the color so much. But right now I'm really glad I skipped it because I don't need it. Next thing I want to talk about are those little minis released from Huda Beauty. Don't know if I put this in a will I buy, but anyways, like she came out with 3 new brown obsession eyeshadows for $29 US each, and it's like caramel, toffee and chocolate. I saw mixed reviews about this. I heard that the quality is not the best. I also have to be very, very honest. I feel if you have any Huda palette, a big one, the nude one and the naughty one, or if you have any other nude palettes, you find those shades somewhere in your collection. There are already those shades, even though they look really pretty, you know, with those cheetah prints and stuff like that. I'm sure if you're into makeup, I'm telling that to myself. I'm telling that to myself too. I'm sure I have those shades already in my collection. There is no need for me, especially when the quality, if you bring out nude eyeshadows, that's my opinion, you need to have a bomb quality, because we have seen so many nude eyeshadows already that there must be bomb quality, bomb new texture into the shadows that I get excited about it. And if I read that on the Sephora reviews, oh, it's mediocre, I'm like, I won't get it. I don't need it. Pass, hard pass then for me. Glad I skipped it because I was really intrigued when I first saw it. I was like, so pretty, but then I was like, good job, Laura. You missed out on this one because we don't need this in our collection. Next thing I want to talk about, I'm glad I skipped to, and this is from Sigma. It's the Rosa family. They have like a blush palette which is absolutely beautiful, and if you know me, I really love the Rosa Sigma eyeshadow palette. I think it's amazing. It's one of my favorites, and so I was really intrigued by the blush, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, but 2 big buts. First of all, I don't tend to use a lot of face palettes. It's just not my thing. I do take them, but I often forget about them. I don't know what it is. Face palettes don't really work out for me, especially if it's like 3 blushes, and some of them look a little bit too darkish for my skin tone, but yeah, here we are. The next thing is I'm recently really on a vendetta against any powder blushes. Like, I can't use powder blushes right now. I'm all over the liquid creamy blush trend, and I love how dewy it makes my skin look, and I can't put powder stuff on my skin. I'm sorry, I'm so dry. You guys know it. I say it all the time. I have dry skin, I have dry skin, I have dry skin. It's really, and then this new trend with cream blushes and liquid blushes, more cream blushes, but I'm using liquid blushes because they hold really well under the mask. It's really doing favors for my skin, and I really love how dewy I always look. And I'm like, I don't go back to powder blushes anytime soon. Anytime, really, that will be long. So there, that's the skip. It's $49 US, kind of expensive too for, yeah, okay, you get 6 blushes. But anyways, really nothing I need. I feel like also I have every blush color already somewhere in a single form. So talked myself out of this one. Very pretty though, love the line. I feel like Sigma does not really get enough credit for some of the releases. It's Monday morning, sorry, I'm like a little bit tired. It took me forever to find the name of this for whatever reason, because I'm blind probably. Anyways, I'm so happy I skipped this one too. Kind of the same reason like the Sigma blush palette. This is the new Estee Lauder blush. It's not new, it's released now for quite a bit of time. The Rebellious Rose one. It's limited edition, and I feel like that's what got me really. Everything that is said, like, only short time, limited edition, I get the FOMO. I'm like, I'm scared. And I don't know what I'm scared about. It's just a blush. And the reason I really like this was like absolutely beautiful in terms of representation. I'm all over the cream stuff, cream trend right now, so no need for me to get a powder blush, and I'm really sure I have something like that already, because in theory it's not like that rosy blushes are like rare. Like, I feel like we have enough rosy blushes already, and it is very beautiful. I love the packaging, it looks amazing. It's also quite, I feel like the price was not that bad, but I can't find it. I'm at the Estee Lauder page because I couldn't find it and Trend Mode anymore. Maybe because I'm blind, but if I find the price, I put it there somewhere later. I think like it was okay price for Estee Lauder, whatever. Yes, but I'm happy I skipped it. I don't need any more powder blushes, and yes, here we are. We don't need to be a sucker for packaging anymore either, even though we love aesthetics. Yes guys, and that has been it. That is it for the video. I don't think there's any more, because maybe I get some other stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Tell me down in the comments below, is there anything you're happy that you skipped over it after looking back? And yes, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and I hope to see you soon in another video of mine. Bye bye.